Hey there, how's it going? It's me, Krystal V, and I'm here to show you how to do an intuitive 3-card spread to get ready for some of the changes in the new year. So what you'll need is a tarot deck, and you'll also need some point of reference for the meanings of the cards as well if you're a beginner. So you can actually get some free resources for the meanings of the cards online, or you can choose a book that's relative to your deck, or you can even use the booklet that came with your deck as well. So let's get started. What I like to do to start off a tarot reading is I like to center myself and really think of some of the things I'd like to change in 2019, some of the goals that I would like to see met, and just what that feels like to me. So I like to close my eyes and think of those feelings, and think of some of the changes that I can see occurring during this year. So when you feel like you've centered yourself enough, and when you feel like you've reached a point where you can visualize those changes, open your eyes, and I like to shuffle my deck a couple times just so the cards are nice and mixed up. Any way you want to shuffle is fine. There's no right or wrong way. And then I also like to cut the deck into 3. Some people use their left hand. I'm using my left hand, and just reassemble it. And then I spread the cards out so I can see a good amount of the cards. So if you're limited on space like I am, I like to put it in 2 rows. All right. So some people choose their cards visually, and other people choose them by feeling. So by feeling them energetically, you might be able to feel a little bit of heat or tingling, and that might mean that that's a card that you should choose. In this case, I'm going to do it visually. There are definitely some cards that are popping out at me. So I'll choose 3. There we go. So just put your deck back together. I like to put mine on a piece of selenite when I'm done, just to clear the deck, clarify the energy from it. And then you lay them out. Great. Okay, so the first card in the first position is your current situation and some of the things that you actually want to change in your life. The second card is the action that needs to take place in order for these things to change. And then the third position is the benefits or the challenges that come with this change. So it's good to relate the meanings of the cards to those 3 aspects that I just mentioned. So let me reiterate. The first one is some of the changes you've been thinking about and some of the change that you can relate to currently. The second one is the action that needs to take place for this change to occur. And the third one is the benefits or the challenges that come with this change during the year. So the first card for me is the 8 of Cups, which is this guy right here. And the 8 of Cups means, for me personally, it means emotional balance and emotional self-reflection. So, you know, I feel like 2019 in general, that's a big theme for a lot of us, is doing that self-reflection and spiritual work, that inner work as well. This also means taking a solo journey, which is going to define some of the things that changed for me in 2019. And it's funny because I am taking a solo journey this month, actually, to go to New York by myself to go visit some friends, which is great. And so I might actually find do some inner work while I'm there, or find some inner peace, which is great. The second card, which is the action that needs to be taken place, is the 2 of Wands. And the 2 of Wands is a choice that needs to be made to view things in a different perspective, to be open to learning, especially in a creative format. the Two of Wands is all about learning through creating and learning through discovery. This can also be related to travel or choosing the path less traveled, seeing things that you've never seen before. So those are the actions that I need to take in order for some of these interior changes that I want to happen. And then the third is the Eight of Swords. So it's this guy right here. And the Eight of Swords, some of the challenges or some of the benefits of making this change are freeing myself from a lot of these mental processes that I've had in the past. Maybe some routines that no longer serve me. It might actually free me from those routines or negative ways of thought. It can also mean that it's going to create some new avenues for me, and some of those new avenues might not be the paths I want to take, but I might need to take those paths in order to learn a lesson. So in short, it looks like 2019 is going to be a year of discovery and learning for me, and also finding out what my path should be, and releasing myself from some of these mental processes that I've been having this past year that have been negative and have been holding me down. It's going to be a challenge for me to be a little bit more open, but I think that through travel and getting some new perspective, I feel like openness comes naturally with that. So hopefully I give you some clarity as to how to do this 3-card spread. If you have any questions or comments, you can list them down below. I think that's how that happens. Since this is my first YouTube video, I definitely like some feedback as to what you all would like to see as far as different tarot spreads, or if you'd like me to actually mention some of the meanings of the cards and walk you through all of those aspects as well. Well, thank you for tuning in, and hopefully I'll be doing a video each week, hopefully twice a week. We'll see what 2019 has to bring. Thank you so much. Bye.